5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to
TigerBelly.
What's up, dog? Yeah. Urban Bobby in the house. I haven't been in a while.
Was that urban or was that just?
It's sleep slang. Whoa.
Ah.
No, man. It's sleep. Sorry, Khalyla, for even doing that. But
It's licks.
what I want to say is this: is that I've been doing. Well, welcome everybody. First of all, welcome to you, George. We're gonna get into your mess in a sec. I mean, your chaos. Welcome to you, Gabby.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love you.
Name's Gabby.
Yeah, man. And
Gabs.
how's Gilbert?
He's flat.
He's pretty flat. Yeah. I love your sister so much, man.
I know.
Yeah.
She wants to come back.
I do too.
Yeah.
We should have a special Gabby episode.
Oh God.
We should.
A sibling episode.
I
sibling
invited her,
one.
but she was busy today. I have no idea with what.
Oh, fuck her.
You're her boss. You're the one that gives her the work.
Yeah.
No,
she's
not
out.
at 9 p.m.
We should have a siblings episode.
We should.
Ooh.
So we should
Ooh.
have like a panel
Khalyla.
of you and your brother.
Stevie Wee. How do we get Stevie Weeby back?
He's coming back this year,
Maybe
2020.
we can come back. He's
2020.
welcome now.
So I told him to call you. I don't know if you guys know, but Steve had a little falling out
Well,
with
hang
George.
on.
Let's just
May
give
I
a
say something?
Yeah.
Before
Let's
we
be
do
careful
all this,
so we can invite him back.
No, I'm gonna say one
Be
thing.
careful. Khalyla, you're the voice of reason.
Bob?
I have
You're the voice of reason.
recently uncovered the truth
Yeah.
about everything, and while I will not mention names because it's a very delicate thing,
Yeah.
this boils down to one homewrecker. I will not name, but he is a homewrecker.
Oh, but you're okay. I know what you're doing,
Let's
and
keep
you're
it light.
dealing with fire right
Let's
now.
That's
Keep
not.
that-
I call him a homewrecker.
Hey,
You're-
Khaleesi.
Anyone who gets
Chill.
Yeah.
between brothers and our family is a homewrecker to me.
You know what happens when you poke at an incel?
All right,
Right.
guys. Let's
They
You're
fuck
not
up a church.
helping. I call him a
They
homewrecker.
can
he
fuck
called
up a
an
church,
incel.
man.
home record.
Right? Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Those are the only
Elliot
keywords.
Rogers?
Those are the only keywords you guys are getting.
Yeah,
from this.
yeah. So stop
Move
fucking
on.
with incels.
We're not editing this.
We're not.
Episode.
No.
So let's just ease up on it, okay?
Good way to start
You
the
called him an
podcast.
You're going
incel.
so hard.
Good way to start the first
Yeah, you
solo
opened
podcast.
like that, man. Shit, babe. I also want to say,
But yes,
Switch.
Stevie's welcome.
Steve-
Oh wait, before we continue, Stevie's EP dedicated to your dad drops tomorrow. So if you can go to
yes.
stevieweeby.bandcamp.com.
and I've heard it, and he asked Eric Griffin. Eric Griffin, he should know because he's black.
He is.
No, it's really good. It really is good. My brother's
it-
EP.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I don't know. What did Eric have to be? What is that?
Because Eric called me and he goes, "Yo, man, it's so good."
Eric is also very musical, if you've watched.
Yeah, he's very musical.
Wait, you don't plan on having yourself a listen? Because I'm going to listen.
No, I listened to it already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's really good.
We should play some at the end of the podcast.
We
Yeah,
will.
I will. He sent it to me.
We sent it. But I also want to thank you because now, if you guys don't know this, if you go to allthingscomedy.com, I don't know how you get there, but I don't know where it's on. But, on Tuesdays at the Ice House, I'm doing a new joke night. It's called Bobby Bombing, and I did it tonight. I had Renazaza on it and the dwarf. What's his name?
Brad
Williams.
Brad Williams. Brad.
I know his name. I love that little guy.
Joshing.
Little guy. He's my little man.
What is that? What kind of
No, because the thing is that everyone says that about me, and he's the only one I can say that about. He's my little baby.
With
baby.
that logic,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
Fair
sense.
play.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
fair.
what's up, tiny? You know what I mean? I call him that,
Yeah.
right? And I'll lean on
That's
him.
true, because all of my captions, that describe you are always my little rambutan or my little potato
I know, and I'm tired of that shit.
or my little pop pops.
And now I'm diverting it to fucking Brad Williams.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean-
I see that,
you're
yeah.
you're projecting.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. I always go, how's Middle Earth and all that kind of stuff.
You know what I call him when he comes in the house?
What?
Like, hi, my little peep pops, peep pops.
I know, it drives me. fucking- So I want to also talking about Stevie Weeby. Something came up, and at first I didn't think it was a big deal because I've been thinking about it over the last couple of years, and it doesn't really bother me until my brother. So I did his show, and my brother and I were hanging out, and we were at Park's Barbecue, and my brother goes, "Yeah, man, they're disrespecting you, dude." You know how Steve does it, right? I go, who the fuck's disrespecting me? High school, dude. Your high school is disrespecting you, dude. I go, you mean the school I went to, Poway High? He goes, yeah, dude. You're not on the Poway High School Hall of Fame.
Yeesh. Fire.
And I go, I don't care about that. Like, why would I give a shit? He goes, it's disrespectful, dude. It's about ethics
What is he doing?
and what's right or wrong and stuff like that. And then I started sweating. I go, you're fucking right.
He convinced you.
Yeah, it's about the ethical quality of the situation. And he goes, look at it. So we go to Poway High School's alumni page. And I honestly have tried to be like sensible about it, right? To go, okay, maybe the people on this list, right, are way more famous than me, and I get it. Because if it had like Matthew McConaughey, right?
Yeah.
What's a magician's name?
David Blaine.
David Blaine,
yeah.
right? Right? If they had anything like that.
Yeah. Bill Clinton.
He's not a magician.
Yeah.
Magician Bill
No,
Clinton?
yeah, no. Bill Clinton. That's a good one. You know what? Stop shaming this one.
It's a local North Hollywood act.
Sleight of hand.
I've seen him.
Gabby.
Yes, I've seen
Gabby.
Gabby
That was
knows
good.
magicians.
That was good. So Bill Clinton.
Clinton.
So you go, I would, if those names were on it, I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm a fucking comedian. Who gives a shit, right? But we Googled every fucking name.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah. We Googled every name on it, right? And I couldn't, in my head, figure out why they got on to this honorable list. And me and Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 went to my school. He's not on it.
He's not?
I'm not on it. And what I realize is that the only people they nominate are people with Christian values. Why? What are we doing, babe?
Oh no, I'm having some gastrointestinal upset, and I think I might have just mouth burped.
Oh, it's okay,
Oh.
babe.
So
Audio
Loud.
heard it, yeah.
you heard it?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine, babe. All right? But I'm on a rant right now.
I'm sorry.
Stop
And
fucking
your
doing
health is
gastro
not
fucking burps during my rants. All right, woman?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So anyway, then I started getting rage eyes. When my brother was like, see, who's this guy? Like, click on somebody.
Yeah, we have Justin Woodruff
Okay, what does he do?
from 1996.
What do you do?
Obviously, he's one of the most well-known orthopedic surgeon specialists in Arizona.
Wait.
And
that's
you are
pretty
who, Bobby?
impressive.
Yeah.
That's impressive. He fixes human bodies.
Yeah, but I'm telling you right now, is he the only dude that does that?
But you fix human hearts.
And minds.
And minds.
And feet.
Dreamweaver.
I'm a dream weaver.
Yeah.
All right? I create cascades of magic mentally with my words. You know?
Yeah.
People hop on clouds and they live in the netherworld through our joy. Do you understand what I'm saying, George?
Oh, completely.
I could have said it differently. It didn't make any sense what I said, but you get what I'm saying.
It hits me in the heart.
Exactly. All right. So I'm asking TigerBelly listeners to do a simple thing. All right.
Get
It's a request.
signatures? I think we should get signatures.
No, you
Oh.
can go to the Poway High School alumni Hall of Fame website.
PowayHighAlumni.org.
.org.
Nominate a candidate.
You can nominate a candidate, and I want everyone to fill out this form, right? I want hundreds of thousands of nominations.
For both Tom and Bobby.
First me though.
First, Bobby.
Yeah, first do me, and if you have time, do Tom DeLonge as well.
Hey, if they don't accept you, what picture did your picture end up in the wrong high school's yearbook? Maybe you'll end up in their Hall of Fame.
What if,
Oh yeah. So
What if
okay,
you're-
all right. So I don't know if you guys know this, but my senior year at Poway High School, we got our yearbook at the end of the year,
There was a mix-up.
and they didn't have my photo in the senior year, and I went to the administration. I go, because I was really sensitive about it. It was devastating, and I go, my photo's not. And what are they gonna recall? They're not gonna. They don't give a fuck. And they go, oh well, we'll do some investigating.
what is George doing there?
And so, thank you. And so then there was a school called Mount Carmel that was like,
All Filipinos, right?
and there was like 40% Filipinos that went to that school.
Super Asian.
because it was in a town called Penasquitos, and there was a lot of Filipinos that live in Penasquitos. I ended up in their yearbook. But it was I did some research.
How does that happen?
I'll tell you, it was the same photography company, and I bet you money they looked at the pile of Poway High. Oh, we had a mix-up, and they just put my fucking headshot
Like,
or
but we
whatever.
have space here.
Yeah, and they just put it. So I'm in the Penasquitos.
Hold on. Then we could theoretically nominate you for both schools and see which one takes you.
Yeah, theoretically yes, but do Poway High School first because you
That's
know
where you took classes.
Poway High School was the school where after I graduated, they had a kid was allowed to go to school saying that being gay is a sin, right? And and he wore the shirt around campus, and the administration was okay with it. You know what I mean? This is the same. So I believe that they nominate people based on a Christian
values?
value system, but it's a public fucking school, right? It's not a Christian school, right? And I could argue in court that I'm more famous than at least 40% of the people that are on that list.
Dude, if you took this to court, that would be amazing.
I might. That's how my brother got me all riled up. He got me seeing red, man. And I'm going to say this too, and I went to Chris D'Elia. I went to Whitney Cummings. I went to every comic I could, and I made my case.
You should call your agent.
I'm going to call CAA, yeah. I made my case, and I said, is this something that I should make a stink about? And
You know what?
They said, oh, yes, said yes.
You know how we went and had a big conference with your agents and your reps at CAA?
Yeah.
What was it
Should have
for?
brought it up then as a top priority on their list.
By the way, I'm glad Khalyla went.
Why?
Because you were able to sit in this gigantic boardroom
Uh-huh.
with a bunch of suits taking notes.
Your reps are lovely people.
They are lovely people. I love them all.
Okay, good.
I love
They're
them
so
all.
kind and sweet and open, and they put up with you.
What did you see me stand up and take charge?
I saw you. You didn't
Wait.
even let them open with a sentence. You were
No,
like,
what I stood
what
up.
happened in the
I
meeting?
stood up, and I did a monologue.
Like, how did it go?
I don't
This is
remember.
what I want. This is what I don't want.
Yeah.
And you can't change my mind.
Were they laughing or they?
No, they're all like taking feverish notes.
Oh wow.
But you know what it is they're doing the best they can, and I want to thank TigerBelly fans because you guys have put me back on the map, and when I see you guys at shows, I give you hugs and I give you my little roly-poly body and I rub my fucking skin against your skin, and we fucking make
Corona babies.
Corona babies.
Oh, nothing like a Corona baby.
Fuck the coronavirus, by the way.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
I don't even know if it really exists.
Oh, God.
No, I'll tell you why.
I would like to hear this first.
Thank you, Gilbert. Okay.
I want to hear it too.
Then I'm also ready for your rebuttal.
Okay, here's my theory. Okay, no, it does exist, right? But it's so minimal that to me, you know what I mean. I'm sure there's somebody out there that has a lizard tail, that was born with a lizard tail.
Let me look that up.
Like
No,
reptilians?
don't look it up. Please don't.
Wait,
look it
your
up.
brother could probably go into a 3-hour
yeah, he
rant
probably
about
would.
this.
or maybe somebody that was like born with their heart
Outside of their body, that
outside
is
of their
true.
body. But how many? 3, right? How many? 3,000? What? 3,000 people in China got the coronavirus?
I think it's like up to 5,000 in Korea.
Okay.
Iran, 8% of their parliament
But in
has
China,
it.
right? How many people are in China?
1 billion.
Okay. If you're saying 3,000 to 5,000 people, that's like saying if you go to a beach and find my grain of sand.
For saying that,
It would be virtually impossible to find it. All right? That's how little 3,000 people is. So that's why I don't wear the mask, and if I see Chinese people, I breathe in their fucking breath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you double down.
I double down on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do it?
No, I will say the numbers for coronavirus cases: 93,000 worldwide, 3,000 deaths, and then 50,000 have recovered.
I think this flu season alone has cost like 18,000 deaths.
There you go.
But here's my take on it. I'm not panicked. I was not panicking at all. I just think you should be like cautious but optimistic because it is a newer virus. You still don't. There's still a lot of mysteries about it. You don't know its mechanism of action. You don't know its true mode of transmission. We're guessing 14 days. That's the best guess. But with anything new, it's normal to be more fearful. But I don't think that you shouldn't be cautious in washing your hands because I think we should push that whole idea in general during flu season. So it's like, you know what? Inject a little fear and make people wash their hands because there are all the nasty motherfuckers out there, man. I see people in airports all the time. I'm like, wow. Especially this guy. This guy is a fucking cesspool. He's a cesspool. And you know what? If coronavirus hit, you're a smoker. You don't have good lungs. If you go into acute respiratory distress, you're fucked.
Okay, then I'm fucked. And
But
I would be wrong. And on my deathbed, I'll go, you're right,
And then start
Khalyla, and I'll be dead. All right. But let me say something
Me
too.
too, though.
Let me say something too. Okay. At one point in my apartment, I had 20,000 bottles of water filled with water. You know why? Y2K.
Oh, really?
I bought not 30,000, but I bought
A lot.
a bunch of bottles of water and baked cans of beans. What's so funny?
Just you could choose cereal.
Yeah, no.
Ravioli.
Just canned
Just beans.
beans, Spam, you know what I mean? Stuff
Okay,
that like
yeah,
you
yeah.
can can up. You know what I mean?
Hold on, but what is let's suppose it gets really bad. Let's say
People are doing that now.
coronavirus mutates, right? And it becomes an even more virulent than its original form. And then it becomes even more pathogenic, more contagious. And it's spreading around. Or what do we do? What's our plan of action as a family, guys?
Well, we all meet here.
Do a podcast for sure.
Hold on. Can I, before you enter my door, can I do the thermometer thing on their forehead?
What's that? Test?
Oh, they'll have to get through 5 gates I built.
Okay. All
I
right.
mean, it's going to be like The Walking Dead. I'm going to have fences and
Yeah.
like wires and all kinds of stuff, right? Barbed wire, right? And I'll have checkpoints, okay? But even TigerBelly fans, you can come here.
Oh, what?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, that's
Why
the
have
opposite of a plan.
I'm gonna have 5
Let's
gates.
die together.
Everyone come
I
here.
want to die with you.
I would bump up the humidity and make it really hot because like droplets when you sneeze don't linger in the air as much when it's really hot and humid. And that's one of my plans for this home. I also, what do I want to do? I do have some N95s here, but I've had them for like a while, forever.
What's an N95?
The N95 mask, but I have my own apocalypse kit from like years ago
Yeah.
in case of a pandemic. But
This is a stupid question.
Yeah.
So could anything ever evolve into something like zombies?
Oh,
not
my.
this
No,
virus.
because I really
Of
look.
course.
If we're gonna get okay, thank you.
Idiot, duh.
No, because I really want to test out my survival skills. I know that people always talk about if zombies come here, but like if this shit is real, bad thing to wish, but I kind of would want it to elevate to that level.
Well, I don't think the coronavirus looks as zombie-ish as you would want it to, Gil. Maybe Ebola did. Rabies does.
Like, did we turn into a bat?
No, but what you're saying is that if it evolved,
Yeah.
if it mutates, could it?
Not the coronavirus, because coronavirus is the same
I don't-
virus as
Fuck the
common
coronavirus.
cold and
Yeah.
like many other ones, but rabies and other types of viruses.
That's what I like.
Ebola.
That's what I want.
Ebola
Ebola.
caused a lot of like hemorrhage, so you would bleed out your eyes, your
Okay.
mouth, your ears, orifices. And then I think in like the final stage of Ebola, people go into like a panicked
Yeah, your
hallucinogenic
organs would
state.
liquefy. Your organs would liquefy. Because I read a book called, it's the only book I ever read. It was called Hot Zone.
Did you really read it?
I really did. And it goes into description of what Ebola does.
Wait, is that what Outbreak is based on?
The eye thing you were talking
yeah,
about.
that's real. Oh. Yeah, your organs liquefy.
Oh, yeah. Like
And you poop it out of your shit. Yeah, it's really bad.
Oh,
Ebola.
man. That's...
Terrible.
It's terrible. So that's the zombie, close to zombie.
I'll stay with Corona.
Yeah, stay with Corona. But how did coronavirus start?
Wait, do you want the conspiracy theorist?
Yes.
I've heard things. I don't know if it's true or
They
not.
said that it's basically biological warfare, that it was created in like a lab either in Wuhan or Canada. I'm doing cliff notes here, and that it was intentionally like leaked out because there is like a large like what do you call it? Not clinic.
What, like?
What do you call it? It's like a center where they harvest and study a lot of different viruses.
I call those
But-
science buildings.
Science
Yeah.
buildings in Wuhan.
CDC.
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 Is it CDC?
CDC.
They actually have to keep certain types of viruses on deck because they have to make vaccines
Of course.
and they have
do.
to study them.
Yeah.
So they said it was intentionally leaked from Wuhan.
Hey everyone, we're taking a quick break to share this amazing sponsor with you.
Manscaped is my favorite thing in the world. Ow! Oh my God! Fuck! Those are the screams I used to make when I would cut myself shaving before I knew about Manscaped. Thank you, Manscaped, for turning my loud shrieks into multiple peaks. You guys, Manscaped is the thing that I use because this is it right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the lawnmower 3.0. Make the sound. Put it on.
Oh yeah, I'll make the sound. Ow!
Oh, it's quiet.
It's quiet. It's like a little
You're not gonna wake me up when
pube
I'm napping.
ninja.
I love a good pube ninja.
Right, and what it is this, and I say that a lot. Okay, is that I used to use a dry shaver for my pubes,
Mhm.
and I've been using this, and it's the cleanest shave I've ever gotten in my life, and I shave my sacks with this.
Yep.
Right, it's delicate. Tell them more about it, my friend.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code SLEPT at manscaped.com. That's 20 off with the free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code SLEPT. Your partner, your dick, and your balls will thank you. One more time, that's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use the code SLEPT.
Your balls will thank you.
Yum.
And now back to the
enjoy the rest of the show.
I have a theory about the coronavirus. If you would like to listen,
I would love this one.
I believe that the coronavirus started with jury number 7.
No, was it 7 from Gabriel Fernandez?
Yes.
Context, please.
Okay, so I know we talked about it before.
Mhm.
No, we haven't talked
We
about
talked
it.
No,
about
we
it
About
next
in the
week.
future. We're talking about it in the
We're talking about it next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Let's do a precursor. Yeah.
yeah.
A little bit taste.
Dream
But
week.
I saw a documentary, and I made my brother see it too, and he couldn't sleep for 3 weeks. But it's called The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez, and basically it's about an 8-year-old boy over in Alhambra. Where is it?
No, like Antelope Valley.
Antelope Valley.
626, same thing.
Yeah, wherever it is.
The desert, babe. The
The
high
desert.
desert.
An 8-year-old kid,
Wuhan.
right?
Wuhan.
Who ended up in the emergency room because he was beat to death by his family. His mother, Pearl Fernandez, and her boyfriend,
Isauro.
Asaro. And what they did was they would take cigarettes and put it out on the kid. They would shoot the kid with BB guns. They sprayed pepper spray in his eyes. They would choke him.
They cracked his skull.
They cracked his skull. They would
They-
bash him in.
He had ligature marks, so they tied him up around his.
Then they would
ankle.
put him in a little box, right? And spray pepper spray in the box. And then the worst is for food, they would feed him cat litter with pee in it
Yeah.
for his meals. So
And
in
when-
his stomach lining there was like cat litter.
And when the coroner did the autopsy, he explained that usually a thymus gland that sits right here on a child is supposed to weigh, I forgot what it was, but it was let's suppose the normal one was 100 grams, right? And it was supposed to be this big. When he did the autopsy on Gabriel, an 8-year-old, he says there was barely a thymus gland, which means that he had been undergoing an intense amount of stress for an extended period of time.
For
To
8
the point
months.
where an organ is no longer visible.
For 8 months this kid lived there, and then when he ended up in the emergency room, all the doctors and nurses saw the condition this kid was in, and it was so preventable. But so that now the parents are on trial, and now the first trial is with the boyfriend. What's his name?
Isauro.
Asaro, and he admits that he did it. He admits that he's guilty, right? And there's a juror, number 7, a Chinaman, a fucking Chinaman, right? This fool's like, I don't know if he have intent to kill because, I don't know his intention was to kill. So I don't know if he guilty or not. I don't know.
Did they interview him?
Yeah.
I gotta say that.
Right? He tried to be Vulcan, as a juror, but as a juror, you know what I mean? You can't get technical. It's like he tortured of course he had the intent to kill him. He tortured him for 8 months. You mean every little bit of hit and this and that, it could kill the kid. Right? So what's the problem? But I think eventually, because the guy got the death penalty, so the Chinaman got, he kind of caved in,
Yeah.
And I know you guys are going to go, you're woke, and you're like, Bobby, you shouldn't say Chinaman. I am Asian. Full. 90% Korean, 10% Japanese.
0% Chinese.
Sorry. I shouldn't say Chinaman. You're right.
But you've been probably...
No, you're right.
You've probably been called Chinaman a lot growing up.
A lot, so maybe I...
Projecting.
Project.
Yeah.
Project. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
This is an episode of all projections.
It's all projections.
Do you know when I first came from the Philippines, I used to say Arkansas?
For cancer or Kansas?
Doctor, I have stage 5 Arkansas.
I just remembered Gilbert mentioning the magician Billy Clinton.
Bill Clinton.
And I thought to myself, oh, yes, he's from Arkansas.
Yeah.
I used to say Connecticut.
Yeah. Cleveland's a great one for Asians.
What is?
Cleveland. Cleveland. That's what they used to say.
That's interesting.
My dad used to go. It's so funny when you have immigrant parents. You have to memorize 3 different kinds of languages. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
English, obviously, because you live in America.
Mm-hmm.
Korean, because I lived in Korean. And then their version of English.
Oh, yes. You
Right?
know what? Absolutely.
I agree.
I
Right?
agree.
So now you have to memorize 3 languages. So it's like, my dad would go, orange. What does that mean?
Orange?
Orange juice.
Orangey.
Yeah. Aircon.
Aircon is what we call the Philippines.
We too
I
call
know, but dude, it's not in the dictionary. English
I was
dictionary.
humiliated.
Aircon. It's
Yeah, because
air
I used to
conditioning.
call, and when I would need a maxi pad, I'd be like, "Hi, can I do, like in a woman's bathroom? Let's say I was like bleeding out my vag, and I ran out of like
Ebola? Yeah.
hygiene, a feminine a pad. That's what they call it in America, is pads. But I'd be like, "Hi, excuse me, do you have an extra napkin?"
Oh.
And then they'd like pull out an actual like table napkin, right?
Yeah.
And they'd pass it to me, and I'd be like, "Oh, fucking rude bitch! That's not what I want."
Yeah.
Napkin?
Did your parents have anything like that?
No,
Napkin.
my dad used to work at a gas station because he was a lawyer in the Philippines and he was a mayor. Moved to Chicago, worked at a gas station. One time a lady came in and she said, "Excuse me, sir, do you know where are your tampons?" And he was like, "Oh my God, what happened to your engine?" He didn't understand like what that was. He thought
Because tampons still aren't
know what that was.
sold a lot in the Philippines.
yeah.
What do they use
You
there?
you just napkins.
Napkins.
Napkin.
A pad, because they have this idea of, like it's a Catholic country still, the whole idea of de-virginizing. So like Diva Cups and things like that aren't really used over there.
So I don't know much about.
Tampons aren't good.
Do you know
for
what Diva Cup is?
No.
That one's weird.
What is it?
It's a little cup
So
that
a
catches
Diva
your
Cup is
blood.
a silicone cup that you insert in your vagina, and
cup.
it basically just captures the blood.
Oh.
And it's reusable because you can just boil it.
Vampires
clean
love
it.
that. They do, because they
Take
take a
shot.
shot. A
Oh,
shot.
I should tell you my experience the first time I tried a Diva Cup.
What?
It was in our old apartment, and I was so frightened. I put this silicone cup up there,
Yeah.
and then it really like stuck to my walls and my vag, and I couldn't take it out. So I got on the ground and I birthed it like a baby.
Oh God.
God.
And I was on the phone with my sister. I'm like, push. She was like, push. And I was like birthing it like a baby. Because I just didn't know how to use it. Because I'm in my 30s. Like a lot of the young girls, they use Diva Cups really well because they're trained. But I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking ignorant person.
But how, I don't know how a tampon's used.
I can show you.
No, but so
Do you have one?
So you have a cotton.
Okay, so it's a cotton torpedo inside an applicator.
George, can you grab one?
Oh, he has. What? He has one in his pocket.
You were testing me with that.
Yeah.
So you stick it. Okay, you stick the applicator inside. Then you stick the cotton inside the
Yeah,
applicator.
so okay, here. So here, look at this.
Yeah.
This is the tampon.
Yeah.
And then this is the tail of it, right?
Right.
So you put this part
Yeah.
all the way up to the vagina.
Yeah.
And so this is the mouth of the vagina right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So now you just have to push.
Sorry.
You have to push this part in, so that this cotton part goes further up,
And then you take the plastic part
and you take it out. Yeah.
And then how long do you keep it for a month in there?
It depends on your flow. A month? This isn't a NuvaRing.
Fermentation.
No, what do you do? How long do you keep
You're
I don't
supposed to
fucking know.
change it.
Once
Like
a day?
I'm really anal about it, so
Yeah.
I change mine every 3 to 4 hours, even if.
But
it's
what would
not.
happen if you kept it in there for a month?
You would get a toxic shock syndrome, because bacteria would then be recruited up to your vag, and it would enter your bloodstream, and you'd die.
Yuck. All right, I learned. I never knew about it, and thank you so much.
Yeah, but just tampons in general are kind of
Pads
becoming
are-
archaic. They're not really
People still use
great
pads.
for you, huh?
Pads. People still use
I
pads.
honestly I feel more comfortable now with pads than tampons. I just it's not working for me anymore.
We gotta evolve our bodies so that just doesn't happen anymore.
To bleed, I love bleeding. I love bleeding so much that you know what I hate? I hate the 3 days before my period. That's when I feel the absolute worst, the heaviest, the headaches, everything. But once the cork pops,
Yeah.
and once I see that first sight of blood, I'm like, thank God.
Oh,
Then the weight sort of sheds, the period pains go away.
Yeah. I've always, honestly, as a man, because I've lived as a man for a very long time, I believe.
You believe?
I mean, sure.
I think you know.
I think I know.
Yeah.
But, all I know is this. Wouldn't it be just for a year? I would want to know what it's like to be a woman. But actually, just biologically a woman. Go through the menstrual cycle. I think I would better understand Khalyla and other women, what they go through. Right? Maybe I would just get really moody, too. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
fuck this. You know what I mean? And be, like, really fucked up about things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Turn that off. You know what I mean? You know how women do it?
I don't get,
You know what I mean?
I don't get,
Shut up, shut.
that's exactly
Yeah,
it.
quiet. Whatever. I don't know, but
I don't get bitchy. I get teary-eyed. I get emotional. Also,
cry over nothing. Oh, Bachelor.
and then I wake up like, I had a dream about you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But wouldn't you do? Or I would like to know, like, what it'd be like to be a hot woman. To go to a bar. See, I just would like that experience of like how creepy dudes get, right?
Yeah.
Some dude just eyeing you, and then me just eyeing them back like what?
Have you seen the show Altered Carbon on Netflix?
No,
So that's what that show is.
really.
You can purchase new bodies, and they're called sleeves. So you can buy a woman's body, or like say a child dies. Some of these parents can't afford a new body for their child, like a kid's body, because they're expensive. They'll put their child's like mine, like in a 50-year-old person. 'Cause that's only what's available. So
Is
it's
it a
kinda-
good show?
It's very sci-fi. It's pretty good.
It's what channel is it on?
Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Hang on, but does the 50-year-old body then act like a child?
Yeah, it's sad. You see the parents when like their kid gets in a car accident, but they save the memories. They put in a new body. It's all they can afford. Say it's like a 70-year-old man. They see the man. You just see this man crying, saying
Yeah.
"Mom," and it's just an old man though.
Oh, that's cool. I want to watch that
yeah.
show.
Now, hang on. I want to change his attitude, not his body. So can I buy a new attitude?
You mean take like LeBron James memories and
And
put it into
implant
Bobby's
somebody?
body?
Put somebody else in my
Bobby
body
Lee.
then. That's not me then.
I know.
Can you do it with a dog?
Wait, do you hear what?
Like if
She
it
wants
goes.
to put a different person in your body.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be with me. That's what I mean. But could you put a dog? Like if your dog died, can you put it in an old man's body?
I didn't see it in
And
the
go, hey,
show.
Gobi, and Gobi, you know what I mean? The old man,
I didn't see it in the show, but someone did insult someone. If you ever fucking talk back to me, I'll put your fucking body in a dog sleeve. So it could happen.
Oh, and vice versa, maybe.
Yeah.
What an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that Ricky Gervais was a pop star in the Philippines in the 80s?
No.
I knew we had a pop band, but that's about it.
I honestly, she showed me the photo while we were in the car.
He looked like David Bowie.
Yeah, and I almost crashed the car.
We should get him here.
I was in shock.
But that's, you know how TJ Miller was here the other day and he said there are no flops in the Philippines?
Yeah.
That's a real thing. Like if you are somehow not feeling very relevant here,
Yeah.
take take a lap around the islands, you're gonna feel like a fucking rock star.
Now, if Pauly Shore went to the Philippines,
Oh, massive pandemonium.
no,
Absolutely.
that's him in the white.
It is George.
Wow.
Isn't that incredible?
It looks like the other guy looks like Robert Pattinson.
yeah,
Gorgeous.
Right?
yeah, gorgeous. But look at
Handsome
Ricky.
boys.
Wow, he's so slim.
He's
Oh,
so
yeah.
slim.
We
and
eat that
cute.
up in the Philippines.
So if I told Pauly you got to come to the Philippines with me, people would recognize him there.
Absolutely.
I can't believe it. Really?
He was massive when I was.
No, I mean I
growing
love
up.
Pauly. I just did a show. I love him. He's like my brother.
Oh, they would freak the fuck out.
Yeah. Can I say something about Pauly though? When I did his, first of all, if anyone's listening, which I know you are, so thank you. Is you got to watch Pauly's podcast
I watched it.
It's a hoot.
with me.
Yeah,
It's a hoot.
it's so fun.
It's wild.
It's
fun.
fun, wild. And did you see when he got emotional?
Yes, I did in the
I didn't get that
little
far.
hallway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started crying, and oh my God, he
Wait.
touched my heart. He goes, his mom died, his dad died, and his sister died in the last year and a half. Like, my dad died 6 months ago. I'm still fucked up over it. I mean, imagine losing that many people. And I can't get into details about this, but he doesn't talk to his other brothers. He has 2 other brothers, and they're going through some legal, say that, problems. So he doesn't have them. So during Christmases, he's alone. In fact, he tries to be on a flight on Christmases and holidays so that he doesn't have to think about, you know what I mean, being alone. So I invited him to our Christmas party, and he said, because we have a Christmas party every year,
Yeah.
and he's going to come next year, he said. But when he said that to me, it touched a part because, there was a point where I was so scared of the guy,
Yeah.
like 20 years ago. I was really scared of him and his family, because I was a young guy, and I just trying to get into the business, and I had no idea what I was doing. And, and Pauly was crazy back then. He was in the midst of like coming down from a gigantic fame thing, right? And so we had a kind of relationship where he would like, go get me a Coke, and I'll run and get him a Coke, right? Or, because he was kind of like more of a boss.
Yeah.
And, but when he opened up to me, and I've always felt this about him, that we were more than just friends or acquaintances, that I owe him and his family everything. And he knows that. I've said that to him before. And I've known him for so long that, I actually really, truly love the guy. And when he cried in front of me on his podcast, it really was just, I felt sad about it. But I also felt like he was comfortable enough to get emotional. And I just, I owe him a lot. So if you check out his show, because his show is now turning into this house party thing. And he yells at there's this guy, I forgot his name, but there's a guy that looks like a smaller Larry David.
Oh, the old
that he
guy?
the old guy he screams at. And it's sort of like Esther Kuz on it. And it's very kind of chaotic. But it's pretty fun, and I like doing it.
Yeah.
You did see it, baby?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. So, and also, yeah, that's it.
Of course, yours is the most viewed one.
Of course, no.
Of course.
Can't be.
Since
100,000.
Oh, shut up.
Already? Whoa.
since we haven't really had a solo in a long time,
Yeah.
we should probably talk about our trip to Hawaii with your mom and your brother.
Even before that,
What happened?
What happened before that?
you had a trip to Hawaii.
You were there?
Trip to Hawaii.
Yeah. Me.
Oh,
You
yeah.
guys.
That's
Yeah,
where I
yeah,
met. That's
yeah.
where I connected with your sister.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll tell you why I like your sister more than you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Please do.
I mean, you have to know the truth.
I know why I like her more than me myself. I love her.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing that's
sweet,
great.
Gil.
I really do.
When you see your sister, you know
Yep.
immediately that she's related to you.
That's why you like her so much?
No, that's what I like.
Oh, I
you know,
see.
I don't like meeting siblings, and I go, "That's your brother." Like when I see Chris D'Elia's brother Matt,
Yeah.
you can see.
I see what you're saying.
the family blood.
Different but the same.
Right. If I see Khalyla and her sister, I feel the same way. You can see the shoulders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, you do.
You just see big male, broad,
It's
masculine.
like broad. You know what I mean?
True.
It's like, is
Michael
that
Phelps shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, they have like long limbs.
Long limbs.
Yeah. So you can go, oh, I like that.
Yeah.
So when I see Gab, I see a part of you, which initially was like, oh, that's interesting. I might want to like her, but here's the difference. You're a doormat.
Okay,
All right?
Thank you.
You're a fucking doormat. I could piss on your face and you'll just giggle like a bitch.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You should have said schoolgirl. I know you were going for schoolgirl, but then you said bitch.
That's what I let him go because it was
I know,
weird. So I let him
But
go.
I love you.
I know you do.
You know that I do,
Yeah.
right? But Gabby, your sister, is a feisty one. It's like a sturgeon fish. It's hard to catch.
I've never heard that comparison, but I like it.
Yeah,
She's like a
I
sturgeon.
didn't
I've
even
never
know
heard
what
of
a
that.
sturgeon was.
because it's in Stardew Valley.
Oh, God.
Because there's fishing. Okay, so if you're
Catch up.
playing Stardew Valley, there's hundreds of fish in it, right? But you can tell when you're fishing in it, and there's different places you can fish. You can fish in a pond, the ocean, or a river, right? And there's a lake up north where the sturgeon fish in this game is, and you can always tell when it's a sturgeon because it's almost impossible to catch. Because the line goes, you know what I mean? And you go, oh, fuck, I gotta catch the sturgeon.
Have you had sturgeon before?
I don't even know what it is.
It's a tougher fish.
Oh, I gotta have it.
Yeah.
For you. Wexler's Deli has it. It's delicious.
Oh, really?
What else is a tough fish in it is the squid is almost impossible to catch. And then there's legendary fish, but the sturgeon is one of the harder fish to catch.
I love that.
I have a
Catfishes,
question.
too.
Growing up in America.
But let me finish this.
Oh, yeah. I have a question after
She's
that,
hard to
okay.
catch like a sturgeon.
She has an attitude.
Yeah.
She's kind of a attitude.
My kind of girl.
You know what I mean? It's like she doesn't roll over like you.
Yeah.
Like if I kick her from behind,
She kicks back
she
harder.
kicks back harder.
Yeah. She doesn't do
Right?
yes. And. She doesn't do yes and.
She doesn't do yes,
Yes,
and. And she's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
Right? And she's feisty. You know? And but you can't help being weak.
Thank you so much for uplifting me, an employee of TigerBelly.
No, not weak, but like, you know, you can't help being sensitive.
I'm a chameleon.
Whoa, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a chameleon.
What are you saying to
I
me?
know how I have to be around you.
Listen, but
What kind of show would this be if I was constantly fighting with you?
That's true. That's a good point.
that's true. You're
It would be
playing the
bad
game.
friends.
It would be bad friends, and we know that puts you in a good mood all the time. That show.
Well, you know, Santino calls me every day,
You're in a good mood.
and he puts me in the worst moods every fucking time. It's always something. Hey, you didn't post that thing? Post the fucking thing. We gotta get numbers, right? It's just his tone. He doesn't say,
You
"Hello,
posted a
how are
thing?
you?" What?
Have you posted a thing?
George,
Whoa.
George,
Bad time to come in.
George. You can never. I don't buy it.
What?
Your attitude toward me right now.
I was
what
just
you're doing.
curious.
No, I don't listen to you. Or there's nothing you can do. I'm projecting?
And
But still take it. He's projecting.
Yeah. He's trying to do a thing, and you know, have you noticed? First of all, what's the rule? The rule is you never say you're getting engaged in front of the other couples.
Really?
Yeah, because
I
the
didn't hear
other
that.
couple will automatically go, "Well, where's my ring?"
I have never done that to you. In the history, everyone has gotten married,
But look how your
And
look how
engaged
your
in
body's
front of
reacting.
us.
Look how your body's reacting.
and I have
Thank
never
you,
pressured
Gilbert.
you.
You
fact,
think it.
no, in fact,
You fucking think it, and you know
the
it.
last conversation we had was, should we even bother? Is it something we ever want to do?
Oh yeah, yesterday we were watching some show.
Hold on, I joke.
I don't know.
Because-
Well, yesterday we were watching some show. Oh, we were watching.
Is it the British one?
No, we're watching
Khalyla?
No, we're watching
American Idol,
American Idol,
Okay.
right? And somebody proposed on the show that was auditioning.
which is like cheesy and
Cheesy, right?
Gilbert
and then
style.
she looks at me and she puts her hands up and she does this. Where's my ring? Right? And she does that often.
I only do
But
that
she's
when
been doing a lot since you fucking
No,
said it out
that's
loud, you
untrue.
fuck. All right? Congratulations.
Congratulations. We love you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
but don't ever do that again.
Hang on, George.
I don't
Is
plan
she?
Yeah, you're gonna divorce.
Are we still under strict orders to never speak about her?
Generally.
Oh,
She doesn't
okay.
gain anything from it. You know, it's a regular job. You know,
Right,
if
right.
you have a
She's
regular
just-
job,
yeah.
there's nothing to gain from
fame, but
I know,
we can
but
talk
we're not
about
gonna. I don't even know her name.
me.
All right, so it
Yes,
doesn't
you
even
do. We all do. We love her.
we love
She's
her,
a
but my
lovely
point is that-
person.
Tatiana.
Tatiana is amazing.
She's great. So Tatiana, I like her, and is she trying to get a green card? What's the deal? What is the fucking angle here, bud? What's the angle? Is it like no sex until marriage, or what is it?
I'm just a fun-loving guy, man.
Oh, fun-loving guy.
But yeah,
I should apply.
what's
to
the-
we
graduate.
really didn't even tell people because I left a tiny clip on the end of the 2 episodes ago.
That's
but
true.
George told us through text.
Yes, that
Yeah,
George
yeah.
Kimmel's engaged, guys,
We're
and
happy
Bobby's
for him.
not happy about it. In fact, Bobby has yet to congratulate
Can
him.
you walk me through that? Because when we found out, Khalyla started crying. I started freaking out, but you kind of were like in this, like you just your eyes
Because
glazed out.
I honestly thought it was sabotage.
Your
What do you
first
mean?
instinct.
It's always that because I come from a traumatic point of view. So I always think that everyone's against me.
Yeah.
Like even tonight, right? When I did the new joke night at the Pasadena Ice House, which you guys should come every Tuesday.
I wanted to come. I was waiting
come-
for the invite. I didn't know if I was allowed to come. Like,
Come
to do joke
and
night.
honestly, come and watch Bobby bomb. It's called Bobby bombing. But my point is that even when I went up there, the first thing that came out of my mouth was like, "Fuck you guys! You guys showed up just to sabotage." Right?
Yeah.
And then everyone started laughing, and I was kidding, obviously. But the thing is that I always go think, "Oh my God, you okay?"
I cough.
Okay.
Oh.
But
Uh,
but I go into everything like, either people are trying to trick me or they're trying to one up me, and I'm trying to work through
So
all
do you
that
feel one-upped by him?
a little bit. Yeah.
How?
I don't know why. It's the way he said it.
But we have.
Hey guys,
he definitely didn't say anything.
He didn't. He
though.
sent us a text.
but this is what in my mind.
Oh, I see.
Hey guys, hi, I'm getting married. Congratulate me, guys. Right, that's what it felt like.
Man,
I know.
But
deep trauma.
for him and Tatiana, they marriage holds a lot of value to them. For us, we're not there. It's just not our
Different
priority. It's a
perspectives.
different thing. But
Perspective.
It is a priority for me.
babe, really 7 years, babe. How much of a priority is
Okay,
it?
you have to understand that, lady. You have to fucking understand that.
Oh no! What did I start?
Look what your happiness has
No, we're
started.
not. No, this is a good thing. This is a
Okay,
good thing.
okay.
This is a good thing. This is a good thing. You didn't start anything. All right. This is a good thing.
Play along.
But I've been in 5 relationships before Khalyla. Each relationship either lasts from 2 months to 2 years as tops. The last 3 were 2 years and then done. And I get I just, after 2 years, I'm just like, I'm out. I don't want to, I can't. I just don't have any feeling there's a future. And also you can tell that they're, not really fully, you know what I mean? And with Khalyla, this has been 7 years. So it's triple the amount I've been in a relationship, right? And I trust her more than I trust my brother Steve. My brother Steve's shifty, right? I love him,
Good music.
but
EP drops tomorrow.
EP
guys.
drops tomorrow.
Or today, by the time
Today.
this comes out.
Listen.
Yeah, but Khalyla's like everything to me, So it's like, and now because I've never been in this situation before ever, right? I'm a slow learner. That now my thoughts are, toward our future. But I work like a turtle. I do turtle pace and everything, right? And you just sped it up a little bit.
You're turning
Courthouse wedding.
turning into a hair.
But when I do a wedding, it's going to be the best wedding.
Courthouse wedding.
No,
Elopement.
no. It's going to be the best wedding ever existing.
In what?
Everyone's coming.
Is it California?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you-
LA, Hollywood, baby.
I mean, well,
I'm going to invite everybody.
then it's just gonna be like a show. It's not gonna be meaningful and like intimate and
It's
full
gonna be
of
more than a show.
feeling.
It's gonna
We
be
have
It's
fireworkers.
gonna be a series.
I know, but I
Yeah, we're gonna
I don't
film it.
want to have to like worry about like I want to just be there with you and our family. I don't
Yeah,
really care about
and
anything else.
Pauly Shore's going to be there.
Okay, and can we have another one in the Philippines? If we're going that big,
Yeah,
can we have two and
Santino
have
has
another
to
one
go.
in the Philippines?
Who's gonna go on my side? I'll tell you who's on. I reckon I'll rattle off my side. Okay.
You're gonna make her rattle off.
I'm gonna
her
rattle
side.
my side. All right.
I have 0 because my family can't get visas. to
Joey
come here.
Santiago from the Pixies.
All right.
Paul
Hold on,
Banks.
I want to know your groomsmen first.
Oh
And if
shit.
these guys make the cut.
No,
No.
Yes, I think so.
I'll be an usher.
Absolutely, you will.
I think you would. I don't have any friends.
Dude, your groomsman could be just your brother. You just have a best man.
You
You don't
need
have
like
to
5 dudes.
You don't have to do that.
You know what you're doing right now? You don't want to be my groomsman.
I want to marry you guys.
Oh, you have a license?
Are you ordained? I'm ordained.
Okay, we'll rock
I can
paper
do it.
scissors for it.
You would
should
do
probably
it?
ask Khalyla first.
Good, because I don't want you as a groomsman.
But you want him to be the pastor
could
that
be the
marries-
pastor.
Babe,
You could
in
be the
front
pastor.
of all these big comics, you want that? to
Yeah,
be the
yeah. I want him to
pastor?
blush. I want him to mess up the line.
I'm gonna try to make jokes and just bomb on the biggest stage ever.
Yeah.
Your wedding.
This
That's-
couple's like a futon.
gotta kill- How come we've never seen your jokes, mister?
I'll release my tape. Mine's shitty too.
I think mine would be Steve,
No, he's gonna be your
best man.
best man.
Cousins? No.
So Gilbert. Then it would have to be some comics.
Santino,
Santino,
for
even though.
sure.
Yeah, but he's. Yeah. I guess, yeah, Santino.
No, I feel like Santino would be best as to officiate the wedding.
Yeah. I would do
Sorry.
Santino. I would probably do Ask Dalia.
Yeah.
What's that? You?
No.
Who?
Woo 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 woo.
Who's that?
Wait, let him come up with it on his own. because-
Yeah. Woo, 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 woo,
Who else? I just want to say name some more names.
woo, woo, woo. I'm just going woo, 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 woo.
I'll let you think about that.
You got to throw Renz in there.
You got it.
Right?
You got to throw Renz.
You already know who it is?
Yeah.
From woo, 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 woo. Do it again. Oh, Eric Griffin. Eric
Wait,
Griffin.
you're telling me when I squished my face
Yeah,
down?
yeah. Oh, Eric Griffin.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, because you did a squishy face. Yeah, woo, 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 woo. Yeah, definitely Eric Griffin. It would be Eric Griffin, but he would take up 3 groomsmen.
Then you're covered then.
I'm covered.
Covered.
I'm covered. All I need is Santino, Eric Griffin, Paulie. I would ask Paulie.
This is group.
What?
You'd have to have somebody non-showbiz like Renzo or Gilbert.
Oh, Renzo.
Oh, wait, Renzo.
Oh, yeah, Gilbert, non-showbiz. You just slammed him, babe.
Khalyla,
That was a good slam.
I thought we were
Sorry,
friends.
I was like, whoa.
I thought we were friends.
Sorry.
I love that.
Had better futon. But
I
I don't
love
have any showbiz bridesmaids.
That's me. I'm not in showbiz.
Wait, will you be? Hold on, Gilb. Would you be in my bridal party?
Sure.
Okay, because I feel like you're really much closer to me than you are to him.
So that would be my groomsmen. You know who else would throw in there? Probably Mencia.
Oh, that's gonna cause so much weirdness, babe.
This seems like a weird VH.
Might as well throw Rogan in there too.
is like-
and
No,
Brian
Rogan's coming.
Redband.
Rogan's coming.
yes.
He's gonna marry you. Marry you guys with his eyes.
Yeah. Muscle Eyes will be there.
Muscle-
Well, I can't invite. You know what? I can't invite either one then. I can't invite Rogan and not Mencia. It would destroy him.
Then that's why we're doing it just family style.
You're right. You're right.
All non-showbiz.
You're right. You know
or
what?
your wedding repairs the relationship.
Maybe.
You could be that guy.
I could be the guy.
Lord.
Yeah. But anyway, and then you know what? We'll do a raffle.
Oh my god, at the wedding?
Yeah, we'll do a TigerBelly raffle.
For
Yeah,
Tiger
for
Belly.
fans. You know, fans are gonna want to go to the wedding.
That was like a toaster oven for the guests.
So you know, you we'll do a lottery. We'll have 20 fans from all the. You have to fly yourself out if you live in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But you can come to the wedding.
Michigan.
We'll do a background check because I don't want you to shoot up the place. But we will definitely do it. Right? That'd be cool.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll.
I'll
no-
have nobody on my side.
yeah, you have
Babe,
so many of those fucking.
I know.
ones.
I have.
Mary Ann the Beast.
She's not at my bridal party, but I love her.
Yeah.
No, but most of my family in the Philippines cannot get tourist visas here, so that's why it's difficult. To
We'll do
have
a ghetto
in
one over there.
California.
Do one in Korea too.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, because I want to wear a hanbok.
Humble.
I have no one in Korea. Jessica, you have. I'll tell you who's coming. Jessica would come.
No, hold on. Who's in my
Coenda.
Who is in my bridal party?
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Coinda.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be. Is there a best woman?
Maid
Right.
of honor, baby.
Maid of
Yeah.
yeah, maid of honor. So
Yeah.
Coinda would be your maid of honor, right?
Yeah.
So Jessica would go. Who else?
Would it be one of the?
No, I'm just trying.
So easy.
One of the sisters? No.
It's so easy.
Oh, I know.
Oh, Juliana.
Juliana.
Juliana, right? One of the trans sisters. Cindy.
No, Jenna.
Jenna.
Shandy.
Oh yeah, Shandy. Yeah, the
Shandy.
hippie. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Probably Meg.
Yeah,
You guys have
man.
huge bridal parties.
Yeah, I have a lot of girlfriends, I guess.
Keep it easy. Jessica Coinda.
Dorothy.
Keep it easy. Jessica Coinda.
Jessica Coinda.
Keep it OG.
Now you're hyping me up like this is really going to happen.
Well,
Who's
wait
your
a
one,
couple years.
Who's your one celebrity on yours?
On mine?
Well, hey, whip up some Filipino celebs. Come on.
Oh, yeah. I have those if we have one in the Philippines.
Rue Wilson.
His name is Rovilson. babe.
I was like, Rue
That was
Wilson? Like RuPaul's Drag Race?
I like how he whispered. He's like, Rue Wilson.
Sorry to interrupt, guys, but we have this amazing
Postmates. Postmates.
When you need red wine, oh no, we don't drink red wine. When you need bean fields, what is that thing that you like?
bean chips.
The bean chips,
yeah.
at 4 p.m., sushi at 9 p.m., a breakfast burrito at 8 a.m. from that cottage corner that you like, babe.
Corner Cottage.
Corner cottage. Or even an ibuprofen.
At 10 a.m., you Postmates it.
Yeah.
Postmates is your personal food delivery, grocery delivery, whatever kind of delivery service all year round. I'm telling you guys right now, I would be
Anything
dead
you-
without it.
Anything you're craving, Postmates can deliver. They're the largest on-demand network in the U.S. and offer delivery from all the restaurants, grocery, and convenience stores and traditional retailers you could possibly want or need.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year, Postmates will bring you what you need within the hour. No more trips to the store. You don't even have to know where the store is. Postmates will deliver anything to you.
Download the app for iOS or Android for free. Browse local restaurants and businesses and track your delivery in real time.
For a limited time, Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days.
Hello.
To start your free deliveries, download the app and use the code BELLY. That's the code BELLY for $100 of free delivery credit for your first
Hello
7
again.
days when you download the Postmates app.
Anything you need.
You know who you sound like?
Postmate it. Download the Postmates app and save with Belly.
Belly.
You sound like the guy from Love Island, Ian Sterling.
That's me. I'm the spokesman. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Wait, I had a question earlier regarding the fish since you had mentioned sturgeon. When you grow up in America, is it something that you guys learn in elementary school, like different kinds of fish that
No.
you eat? Or is it like
Just
salmon,
fish.
tuna, and then that's it?
Just
and
fish.
See, in the Philippines, we have to learn a lot. Tangigi, anduhaw, mulmul, bangos, lapu-lapu. Like, we have to know so many different types of fish because we're an island nation, right? And when you go to the fish market, you know exactly what
What are you
types
looking
of-
up, Gilbert?
Filipino fish.
All right. Look at me right now, all right? Name me 20 fish. Just look at me, rattle off.
Swordfish.
Okay.
Halibut. Sea bass. Sturgeon. Alaskan salmon. White salmon.
No. Salmon is salmon.
Salmon
yeah.
is
Salmon is salmon? We're just going with salmon?
Yeah.
Okay, you know we're playing
The
those
one
rules.
the ones that's related to salmon also could be orange on the
Okay.
inside.
We're talking barracudas now.
Yep, barracuda is a fish.
We're talking about barracudas. Barracudas.
Name 6 different kinds of
We're talking
shark.
about that anchovies. Come on, y'all.
You can do 20.
I can do
babe.
milkfish. I can do all day. You like mackerel? I'll just
Yeah,
name a whole, I can
mackerel.
name a whole
Alright.
sushi list.
All right.
All right.
I'll have another question.
You can't
for
say barracuda.
Name me 15 types of nuts.
Okay.
We're talking
10.
about,
Let's do 10. Let's do 10.
10 nuts.
all right, we're talking about that almond.
Yeah.
We got that walnut. All right, we got the cashew.
Yeah.
All right, we got those peanuts.
No, it's a legume. Peanut's not a nut.
Just give it to him. Just give it to him.
A peanut. A
Peanut.
legume.
Peanut, you're in.
A peanut. Thank you. We're talking about
Stop saying what we're talking about.
Think Hawaii,
know what it
Hawaii.
macadamia
Okay,
nut.
Yeah.
South America.
Brazil.
And the green one.
Yeah.
Pistachio.
Yeah, dog.
Okay, keep going.
Tag out. Finish it, Bobby.
And then about Christmas. Think Christmas.
Chestnuts.
Okay, the
There we
other
go.
type of weird, the ones, my favorite kind of pie.
Pecans.
Okay, there you go. And then the other kind of similar to a chestnut.
Tag out. One of you.
Walnut.
Walnut.
That's 10, bro. Give me a top 10.
Okay, I want you to give me. I'm trying to think of something also ridiculous, like fish. and
Go ahead.
nuts.
Give me a 10.
Okay, 15 types of birds.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Bobby, what you talking about?
What's up? I'm talking about I be talking about hummingbird, bitch.
1,
Parrots.
2,
Birds of paradise.
Okay, yes.
3,
3. I'm talking about eagles.
4,
Hawks.
5.
I'm talking about baby. I'm talking. Oh wait.
The ones that drops babies.
Swans. Wait,
Yeah.
it's swan.
Swan is the one. Swan.
Flamingo, dog.
Oh,
I'm
what you talking about? What you talking about?
what I'm talking about? I'm talking about
There's 3 more, babe.
3 more. Come on,
I
man.
know what
Think
the fuck.
giant wing
A
fan.
seagull, man.
Eagle.
I'm talking about pigeons, dog.
Pigeons.
I'm talking
One more,
about
babe.
New York City, bro.
And done.
Yeah,
One more,
doves,
babe.
baby,
Doves
doves.
done.
Those are
Prince shit.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Whew, that was intense.
Yeah, let's give Khalyla a top 10.
I already named like 16
No, but something
fish.
hard.
What's something hard? She's smart. She's a
Like, how about name me 10 Spielberg movies?
Oh God,
Go.
I can't.
You go
I
and go.
can't. E.T.
But what you
Yeah,
talking
what
about?
you- what you
Talking about?
talking about?
You say what you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about E.T.
Yeah,
You what?
yeah.
I'm talking about.
What you talking about? What you talking about?
I'm talking about. Wait, did he do one of the Transformers?
No. He
produced
produced
it.
one. No,
He produced
what he
it.
directed. Well, E.T. Go. You're
E.T..
talking about E.T.
All
dog.
classics.
wait,
We're talking about ET. All
That's
classics.
one.
I'm talking about Jaws.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm talking about. Hang on 1 second. The Terminal. Is that
Yeah. Terminal.
I'm talking about. Not Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Come on, say
Oh,
it.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
I got one. Right.
Oh, then you have to give me clues, like I gave you guys. I'm talking about Schindler's List.
Yeah. Blur that out.
I'm talking about.
Come on.
Go give me clues.
Yeah,
We're doing charades now.
Bam, 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 bam.
I'm talking about The Color Purple.
Yeah.
Cuts, deep cuts.
I'm talking about.
A boulder.
Oh, Jumanji.
That's not what you're talking about. That's not what you're talking about. Come on.
That's not what I'm talking about. That's
Come
not
on.
what I'm talking about.
Come on.
How about bam, bam, bam?
Oh, Catch Me If You Can.
That's not what I'm singing. That's not what I'm singing.
That's not what he's talking about.
Bam, 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 bam.
Keep singing.
Bam, 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 bam.
You know it.
Okay. It's
Close
not-
Encounters of the
Oh, come on. Okay, keep going, George.
What do you mean?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Dr.
hang on.
Jones.
Oh yeah. I'm talking about Indiana.
Get it? Yeah.
How many
Two
guys?
more.
Yeah.
Two more.
You guys can't even fucking do
Bobby's
10.
friend Purdy was in this.
I'm talking about
Purdy was in this.
fucking. Hold on 1 second.
We did that.
I'm talking about
Purdy was in it.
the animated game one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not.
Oh, I Ready Player
Play-
One.
Yeah. How about this one?
I'm talking.
Did we do that one already?
No, she hasn't done that one.
Oh. Wait.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, do it.
That's a nay. That's
hold
a
on,
nay.
hold on.
That's that.
Hold on.
I don't know this
Hang
one.
on.
What?
Seabiscuit?
No.
I'll just tell you, War Horse.
War horse.
Oh.
War horse. One more. Just get one more on your own.
I gotta guess
Okay,
one.
save all the brothers in war.
Oh, I'm talking about Saving
Saving
Private
Private
Ryan.
Yeah,
Settle
very good,
word.
babe. There we go.
There we go.
Damn, that was hard.
What an intense game.
That was a fun game.
I never want to play that again.
That's our new segment every week.
And also duel.
Duel. Oh.
Yeah, okay, so he had to pull out the one before Jaws. That was an independent film. That was an art house film.
Film major.
That nobody knows.
Columbia film.
You haven't seen Duel?
I love Duel.
Oh.
It's about
Well,
the
then-
fucking trucks.
Then you know it.
I loved it.
Okay.
Okay. Very good.
Glad I.
We're gonna
brought
introduce
this
a
up.
new segment every
That's
week,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you just eat something off the mic?
Yeah.
Fuzz?
It was this.
Oh, like a sugar crystal?
How many of those have you eaten?
I think it's
Babe,
probably
babe,
one.
that's one a day.
You're overdosing.
Babe, those are
There's
multivitamins.
nothing. It's a sleep remedy.
Oh, it is?
It is? Oh.
Oh, okay, thank
Okay.
God. Because mine is a multivitamin. I was like, wow,
And
you
there's nothing in there to help you sleep. I wrote the ingredients. They're just gummy candy.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to introduce a new segment that I haven't named. But it's basically every week we somebody pulls up an old picture of either George, you, me, and Gilbert. And we're going to paint the picture and explain to our audience exactly what was happening in that picture, the feelings you felt at that time,
That'd be great.
the friends you were photographed.
That'd be great.
What do you think we should call it? I have an idea, but you guys might not like it.
What was it? What's yours?
So back when I was growing up in the Philippines, we used to listen before telenovelas came out. They used to have these think about soap operas, but in the radio.
Okay.
And there was one called Handumanan, and Handumanan means yearbook.
Let's do that.
Oh, I
That's
like that.
perfect. Handumanan.
Handumanan?
Yeah.
Handumanan. Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay, so in this week's Handumanan,
We don't have one yet.
I think so. You know what? The picture that you showed me yesterday of you in Florida.
Oh yeah, I have it right
Pull
here.
it out.
I have it
Pull
right
it
here.
out. And we'll also post this for people watching the video
Yeah, well,
on screen.
Yeah, I have it right here.
How do you pronounce that word again?
Handumanan.
Handumana.
I voted today, by the way.
Vote. Rockthevote.org.
Also, I recently, a little birdie told me that you've been doing new jokes that are downright lies
It doesn't matter. Let's move on.
about
This is
me.
long.
Handumana.
Yeah. So, this photo right here. This photo right here. Okay, it has Fahim Anwar. This is my friend Paul. He's one of the biggest radio DJs in Miami, Florida. Miami, what's up?
What up? What up?
Yeah. And then me. This guy right here directed that show, that movie, Cocaine Cowboys.
Okay.
I forgot his name. These are two women I don't know. And right here is Michael Anoche.
Let me see. Whoa.
Okay.
What year was this?
He's been in,
This is like 12 years ago, 10 years ago maybe.
Okay.
he was doing stand up at that time?
He was just starting.
I was just starting. Okay.
If you don't know Michael Anoche, he's Crystalia's opener. And he's basically the guy that sells hot dogs at fucking Jack Murphy Stadium during baseball games. He sells his merch. You know what I mean? Instead of going hot dogs, he goes Crystalia t-shirts, and he does some stand-up.
Okay.
Okay. So right here, if you see me right here,
Yeah.
I'm smiling, but look at my eyes. It's full of rage.
Yeah, it's like a fake smile.
Yeah. Because he did something to really bother me 10 seconds before here.
What happened?
Well, this is a real story that I've told before. You know the story. So basically, have I told the story on
A
Tiger?
long
A long time ago. I'm sorry if you've heard of it before, but so in this, but it's so funny because I mentioned it on Bad Friends podcast, and Paul, the DJ, he sent me the photo,
Nice.
right?
Wow.
And so
A TigerBelly exclusive.
it's a TigerBelly exclusive. So basically, what it is that Fahim, before I did this gig in Fort Lauderdale at the Improv, Fahim goes, "You know that white kid that's really annoying and that hangs out here at the store?" I go, "You mean the jock, the bully?"
The bully.
He goes, "Yeah." I go, "What's his name?" He goes, "Mike." Okay. And he goes, his family's in Miami, and can he MC? And I go, "You know what, Fahim, he's your friend. Go ahead." So we fly him out there, and he's good on stage. He's new, but you can tell that he's confident, and he's trying, right? And then so Paul calls me and goes, "Hey, I know you love that restaurant, Runway 84. He goes, "It's packed on Sundays, but I know the owner, right? Which is this guy, right?" So I go, "Yeah, we can get a table." He's like, "Yeah, we got Dan Marino's table," because Dan Marino usually goes there, but he's not there. So it's this beautiful table. The place is slammed, right? And I go, "Can I invite Fahim Anwar and Michael Anoche?" And Paul goes, "Sure, why not? They seem like nice guys, whatever." So I call them. I go, "Hey, you're going to eat at my favorite Italian restaurant of all time." And they're ecstatic. I go, "You don't have to pay anything. So we sit. We have the best meal you could possibly have. And this is a gift I'm giving to Fahim and Michael Anoche. I say this to all my openers. I go, this is a gift." Right?
That's true.
Yeah. But it's like, I don't, a lot of, you can ask, a lot of headliners will bring openers and go, "You have to fly your way out." or find your way there. But not me. I'll take a chunk out of my check and fly some guy there, and if they can't get him a hotel room, I'll buy the hotel room. All right. So I'm being gracious, I think. Right. So at the end of this meal, the owner of the restaurant goes, "Hey, forget about it. It was delicious." He's Italian. I don't know if that's what he said, but
That's about right.
That's about right. And he goes, "Hey, let's do a group photo," right? But the restaurant is packed. There's bussers just running around, waiters. It's just slammed. Restaurant being slammed, right? And he couldn't find anyone to take the photo, right? So I go, "Mike, you take the photo," to Michael Anoche, because I figure we flew him out there, and he goes, "Nah." I go, "Hey, man, take the fucking photo." He goes, "Nah." And now, imagine.
To Bob, yeah.
No, imagine how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Take the fucking photo, man." No, because I want to be in the photo. That's what he says. Which he does end up being in the photo.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Look at this smile.
Let me see. And you've hung on to that resentment for how long now?
12 years.
Now, in retrospect, do you appreciate that he is in that photo?
No. Why would I appreciate it?
Because it's like you know him now, you're friends now.
Well, no,
it's
because
just
him and I have a falling out again. You know what happened last week? I told you about this.
yes.
So I'm at the Laugh Factory, and Lenoche and I, he also did something else a couple years after
the
that.
chair thing.
With the chair thing
Yeah.
that really infuriated me. But no one knows this. Last week, we were sitting, it was me, Dalia, and this guy, David Sullivan, who's an actor. He's a good friend of ours. And Lenoche's there. Oh, and TJ Miller's there hanging out. Everyone's hanging out. And I just basically take my hand and I do like I kind of rub his face with my hand. Right? And he just sticks his fingers in my face.
To retaliate?
To retaliate. And just jabs my face.
Yeah.
That was it. that.
But you drew first blood.
It.
Don't jab the captain.
Oh, did you?
Not jab.
No.
Coffee?
It's like this. It's like, okay, I'm gonna just tell you something. When I did Paulie's fucking house party,
Rancing.
he does a thing, Paulie, and he's always done that since I was a kid, right? Well, he'll take his hand and squeeze as hard as he can the fat on my body.
Your muffin top.
My muffin top. And he'll go, "Yeah, dude, Chinese people, the fatty." And he'll just squeeze it as hard as he can. Do you think I do it back to him? I don't. Because in the Korean culture, you respect your elder. Right? He's ahead of me in the fucking comedy game. He helped me out, right, immensely when I was young. And I've helped Michael out, right? If I touch your face, you don't jab your fingers in my face.
He did an eye gouge.
He did an eye gouge. And so to me...
That's even illegal in MMA.
Exactly. So to me,
As a ref,
he's out for right now. He'd have to do something for right now. He'd have to do something immense, like buy me Golden Goose shoes.
You listening?
Yeah, or maybe like a gift certificate to Aviator Nation.
Wasn't he a cheerleader, a competitive cheerleader?
You don't trust that, do you?
I know that because one of my good friends
You
used
don't
to compete
trust
with
it.
him.
Yeah, I know, and he denies it.
What?
Yeah, I go, "You're a cheerleader, dude," and he goes, "No, I wasn't, but I have proof that he does."
What? How do you have proof?
Khalyla told me.
No, I'm asking you if he was a cheerleader.
I love how you were waiting for the proof.
Yeah.
I can't
That's the proof.
confirm that. I just know a girl who is
yeah.
a competitive cheerleader, and I was like, "How do you know him?" She goes, "Oh, through cheerleading."
Yeah, he seems like a cheerleader to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since it's our first week of Handumanan,
We just did it.
I'm gonna share with you guys a picture from my past,
Okay.
and I'm gonna show it to you, babe.
Okay.
And it seems very innocuous at first and seeming like a good family photo, but there's a lot going on here. Have a look at this. You tell me what's wrong with this picture.
Okay. So what do we got here? I'm going to zoom in a bit. That's your dad.
It's my
Your papa. Okay. That's your mom
It's my mom.
in the yellow.
Yeah.
That's you. You're so cute, babe. No, your mom's in the red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my tita Cecil in the yellow.
Yeah. And then you have
Cecile.
this man. to the right. Who the fuck
That's
is
my
that?
Lolo Ipi.
Oh, your Lulu EP.
I thought that was
right?
Roger.
It's my grandfather.
I think what's wrong. I think
was
what's wrong.
Roger.
I'll tell you what. I think what's wrong in the photo
Yeah.
is that you have a gigantic glass of wine.
Yeah.
I think that's the bad part
Yeah,
of
it's
it.
bad
So does
parenting.
How
my
old are
sister
you?
in that photo. I
How old
think
are
I'm
you?
8 years old.
Yeah.
On top of that, this is when I was 8 years old.
You look real happy.
I looked exactly like Lil Tay.
Oh, you're so cute.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Get
But
married.
that was my first sip of alcohol.
you're so cute, baby.
And I hated it. But you see how my grandpa, my Lulu Ipi here, he's looking at it like he fucking hates it?
Yeah.
But that's because he was a
I see again?
provincial man. He was a very humble guy, and he's looking at this shit like, what the fuck is this grape juice that I'm about to drink? Because he was a San Miguel beer kind
Bro,
of
he
guy.
looks scary.
No, but is that your mom's dad?
Yeah, that's my grandpa.
That's not Roger.
That's my papa.
Okay.
That's your
My biological father. And then my biological father, Edgar, this is him, my papa. He used to always wear, you know how co-ords are the big thing now, like where men wear like and women wear coordinated bottom and top.
Yeah.
My dad, his whole life was cords. Like
That's why you. That's how you got the tooch, huh?
my nose,
Yeah.
my beaky nose.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, my
You
dad
can see
had
the
a
tooch
nose.
from there.
Oh, you know what? I was just talking to a friend who like masturbates to animated Pinocchio.
Okay.
And I'll tell
okay,
you
pass.
why. I'll tell you why. So, like, ever since I've known her, and she's married, she's with kids and everything, but ever since I've known her, she's always, like, kind of salivated over dudes with fucking, like, Adrian Brody. Like, not even mildly long.
Oh,
nose.
she likes big noses.
Yeah, she wants a nose so long that if
She would
it-
love
if-
Nick Youssef.
Yes, actually, I sent her a picture of Nick Youssef, and she was like, "Oh yeah, fat material." But anyways, what I was saying is, she wants a nose so long and so beaky that if it entered her butthole, he'd still be able to speak.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Like if he
God.
stuck, it's so long. If he stuck it in her butthole, he'd still be able to carry a conversation. That's
You
how
won't be
long
able
she
to breathe
wants it.
though, right? Oh, you could breathe
Through
Through your mouth.
through your mouth.
breathing.
Yeah, yeah. But you're inhaling
Ooh, a lot.
vagina.
A lot of dark.
No, asshole. She wants the nose in her asshole, not the vagina.
Yeah, but
No, but if
mouth.
he's breathing through his mouth, he's getting vagina.
Ah,
Because
yeah,
the
but
nose
the
is
nose
in-
is covered. Yeah.
That's fine.
It's all aromatics.
Yeah.
Anyway, do we have a question? Do we have a? Do we have a? Do we have a?
Fat
do we have?
material.
Do we have a unhelpful advice or what?
Unhelpful advice with Bobby and Khalyla.
Dear TigerBelly, I have been having sexual problems throughout my life. I'm attracted to women and have a big sex drive, but I find vaginas disgusting, and I can't look at them, let alone fuck them. And I also find the idea of anal disgusting.
You're gay, dude.
I have experimented with
He doesn't like
other.
anal
I've
either.
experimented with other men before, but didn't feel anything. I'm currently 18 and still a virgin. How do I maintain a relationship or sex life with women if I don't want
You
to
could be
have
asexual.
intercourse?
You could be
You
asexual.
could be asexual.
True.
I mean, it almost sounds.
He is attracted
exact-
to women, though.
Yeah, you can want and feel things for the opposite sex and not want to engage with them in any capacity sexually. I think that's like the proper definition of
Yeah.
asexuality, right?
Yeah.
Like if you're just absolutely repulsed by genitalia, asshole. Have you tried other holes?
No, but also imagine
Like
being
a nose and a butt.
No, like other orifices. Like, do you like blowjobs? That's a good question to ask. Like, do you want your own genitalia fondled?
that's not in there.
What?
He doesn't. We don't know that information through the email.
I know that's what I'm.
But what
saying.
I'm saying is that
Speculative.
it's. I have prayed to be asexual at one point. Because imagine the kind of money you would save. Honestly,
That I mean,
honestly, you know how much money I've spent on cologne? Why would you buy cologne? To attract women.
true.
You know what I mean? You know, I dress to impress, you know what I mean? My girlfriend or other
Hang on.
women.
What is attraction to you though? Is it strictly sexual attraction? Because I don't.
No, but what I'm saying though is that I put in so much money in terms of like, especially as a young man,
Make yourself
right?
appealing.
To make myself appealing, and buying jackets, and you know what I mean, and you know, and spending energy and time into attracting women or getting laid, right?
Mm-hmm.
When if I cut all that out, you know what I mean, and if that wasn't, you know, a thing that I did, I would save so much money, and I think I would be further along in life.
Yeah, but you're not taking into account how difficult it is to be a young person and want to form these deep relationships with people who do want to fuck, but yet you don't want to fuck. So, like, how do you find your, thank God there are other asexual people, and now asexuality is like a thing that people understand better. But in your day and age, imagine that, trying to find a partner who understands that you just don't want to do that. Like, that's difficult.
Yeah, well, then you're just alone.
Yeah, but you don't have to be alone if you understand yourself and you understand that that's a thing that actually a lot of people
Well,
are.
just find a best friend.
No, you find a romantic partner that you live a happy life with that you just don't engage with sexually, and that's a thing too.
Yeah.
That's a thing too. I would.
Also,
I
he's
would,
18, so maybe we don't know. Maybe 6 months from now, he's like something happens to him biologically, and he's all of a sudden.
Also, we're just not qualified to fucking answer this question because we're not like sex experts. But I do want to know like if he does enjoy other things like blowjobs and hand jobs, but
Or
he
maybe
just doesn't like
You
the.
can go to a farm and look at a fucking cow vagina. Maybe he's into animals.
Well, that's not.
Well, just experiment. Figure it out.
So you didn't hear that, Remy.
Can we do one more quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, my name is George. I work for an internet company which is growing by leaps and bounds, and this is partially due to my diligence and work ethic. I truly love my job and I'm proud of my part in the success of the company, but I'm routinely and cruelly bullied by the talent on the channel I support.
Wait, he's what?
He's cruelly bullied by the talent on the channel he supports. My boss is like a human potato hybrid with Tourette syndrome. I would physically fight him, but he has the DNA of an elite power athlete.
He does.
And all my coworkers seem to have really drunk the Kool-Aid. My boss does sleep a
Wait,
great deal.
excuse you.
I'm just reading
Excuse you.
George's email.
I
My
drank
boss
the
does
Kool-Aid?
sleep a great deal, leaving me many opportunities to seek vengeance without immediate repercussion. But that is not my style.
Wait. Honestly, is that from you?
No.
I'm just reading this email from.
Okay, go on. Keep going.
But
Gil.
I feel like I'm
In my youth, I was trained in the arts of gardening and fisticuffs by a very well-respected pugilist.
Muhammad Ali.
Maybe I should rely on my training and just throw down with my boss. What should I do? George.
Do you have a problem? That's you, right?
No.
Wait.
Wait,
all farm.
What? Now I'm gonna get in trouble for somebody else trying to.
No.
what you did?
Honestly, did you?
See what you did, guy?
No, did
Guy,
you send,
you're in trouble now.
did you-
Give me this email
no, honestly,
after this,
did you
Gilbert.
send that email?
Absolutely not.
Then
But
who the
whoever
fuck could
did
it
that
be?
is pretty funny, though.
Somebody speaking on behalf of him who probably sees that George maybe feels.
It's another white guy.
All right. So what you're
Ooh.
saying is
The
that.
defender of the whites.
All right. I want. Let's get this out. Let's play it out. Let's play it out. Let's get it out. Right. All right. Okay. So.
Full disclosure, not George.
If you're not happy with the environment, there are other options. But you know what? Here's the deal. Is it's like you know that I love you. It's just the game.
I feel like you're responding to that guy rather than me. Now I'm.
Wait, did I drink the Kool-Aid?
I think that person's talking about me.
No, it said other employees drank the Kool-Aid.
No, because I know dudes. I read comments, right, and people go, "I don't like TigerBelly because Bobby bullies everyone around him." But it's like, why can't when there are other?
Why can't you just bully?
No, what I'm saying is that if I was a white host, right? Because I know a bunch of white hosts that bully the people around them, right? And they don't get complaints probably, right? It's because that I'm this little fat little Asian guy, and people don't like the fact that I yell at you and shit. But the thing is that you do retarded shit sometimes, man. You know what I mean? And sometimes you're not woke, and sometimes you're off the ball, but mostly you're good, right? You,
Napoleon.
man.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your name.
You're Napoleon.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
But it's just, that.
Great job reading that, Gilbert. Now
So what I'm saying is that if you're not happy,
I am
we'll
happy,
figure
sir.
something else
We
out.
side with you. I'm reading someone else's
Gilbert,
email.
you.
This is more.
I'm just saying, I don't know if that comes from you. Is that
It
coming
doesn't
from you?
come from me at all.
No, babe. George
100%.
never said.
Has he ever said
Oh my-
fisticuffs?
Yeah.
Oh, probably. I don't know, but
He wouldn't say. Well, he
Would I
say
ever go and
pugilist.
get into fisticuffs with anybody?
No.
Yeah.
have you been in
didn't
a?
come
Hey,
from me.
this is actually
But
real
fisticuffs
question.
is something you would say, though.
Have you gone?
And
Have
pugilist.
you been in an actual physical altercation in your past?
Never.
Have you been almost, but you avoided it with just words and kind of just calmness?
Yeah, I don't think I've even almost been in anything.
You never got jumped?
No.
Dang.
I've been jumped.
What
I've been jumped in school,
Fuck yeah, I've been jumped.
but not like Rod. Mine was more just bullied.
I got fucking thrown into a bush.
I used to have a rolly book bag, and people. Everyone laughs every time I
I'm
talk about.
fair financially with this thing, too.
You know what?
See, this guy
I'm fair financially with it, too.
All
I,
right.
I'm gonna cut the tension with something that I noticed.
I love you.
I don't know.
Another
Bobby.
thing I noticed about the
supposed to be
Philippine
funny.
culture,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
babe.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed about the Philippine
What,
culture?
babe? What, babe?
that over here, another thing we learned about fish, you guys didn't, right? Is braces something that people are ashamed of wearing here?
Yes.
Okay, not in the Philippines. So it's a show of status.
Money, right?
And so people wear braces until they're 50. They never take it off.
What?
Yeah. So even they don't get them tightened anymore. They just like the metal in the mouth to show that they're possibly middle class.
Ah.
Another thing that's really big in the Philippines to show that you're middle class, Starbucks. Like over here, a homeless person could, be holding a Starbucks cup.
I see a lot
Over
of
there,
homeless
only that's a socialan thing to do. Like if you're seen at Starbucks, you're like, ooh, like you must have some money.
Yeah.
Remember?
So if I took a just a provincial Filipino person to like Morton Steakhouse.
No. They have good food in the Philippines.
Oh.
Yeah, they'd probably
Morton's
be.
ain't shit in Philippines.
Morton's ain't shit in the Philippines. If there's anything Filipinos know how to do, it's cook meat.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first solo we've done in a very long time.
How do we do?
How's fun?
Have we lost our touch?
No,
No,
I
that
miss
was
you
pretty
guys. That was fun.
God, you really got nervous with the Steven Spielberg stuff, guys.
I know, but I got really angry at the end.
That was literally supposed to make you laugh. I don't
Did
know
not make
why
me
you.
laugh.
Why did you go? Why did you go dark?
Because I think I don't know who it's from.
It's a fake person.
I don't know.
This was supposed to be us addressing and be like, none
Because
of
he
this
could
is
have
true.
emailed it as a fake person.
George,
Yeah.
would not go through all that trouble.
George is
I don't have time
overworked.
for all that trouble.
Yeah, he works like 14 hours a day.
Anyway, I love Richard Pryor. He's a
I
legend.
want to say that I have missed you guys.
Same.
I have missed being in this room,
This was
just
so
the
much
four
fun.
of us. This was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do it again.
We will.
We'll see you guys in a month and a half.
A
lot of
get
great
one
guest
quicker. We'll
lined
get
up.
one quicker. But yeah, a lot of great guests coming up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
come to our wedding.
Come to the wedding. Yeah, you guys, leave in the comments below on iTunes and on YouTube.
Who should officiate?
Who should officiate, and also give some suggestions for bridesmaids and groomsmen.
Wait, I have my own. Come on, guys. I have friends.
Okay.
I don't.
I'm gonna have a cigarette and then we'll do the ads.
All right. We'll be back with some housekeeping.
Thanks again. Oh, well, we can do it right now.
Okay, I was gonna do a clean edit.
on,
So we're keeping all this in because we're crazy here. Thank you to our sponsors, Manscaped and Postmates.
Get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com with the code SLEPT.
Postmates is giving our listeners $100 of free delivery credit for your first 7 days. So to start free deliveries, download the app and use the code BELLY, BELLY.
Get your tickets to see the Slept King live. Bobby will be in Denver, Colorado, March 12th to 14th at the Denver Comedy Works.
Keep going. I gotta look up.
Houston, Texas, March 27th to 29th at the Houston Improv. Dallas, Texas, April 3rd to 5th at the Dallas Improv. Colusa, California, April 17th at the Colusa Casino. San Diego, California, April 30th to May 2nd at the American Comedy Club. Ontario, California, May 8th to 10th at the Ontario Improv. Go to Bobby Lee Live and grab them before they're gone. BobbyLeeLive.com.
And if you want to get your question like George Kimmel submitted to the Unhelpful Advice, you can do that at adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. We're looking for interesting, unusual, and non-typical problems, and we need your help as much as you want ours. Once again, that's adviceunhelpful@gmail.com. You can follow everything on TigerBelly at TigerBelly, on Twitter at @TigerBelly, everything Khalyla at Calamity K, everything Bobby Lee at Bobby Lee Live, everything George at George_Kimmel, myself at Gilbert. And guys, we're going to announce last week's...
Babe, careful. Gooners behind
Go with that,
you.
and then I have something else I just remembered.
We're going to announce last week's Tiger Belly contest winner. Last week we asked you to make a Tiger Belly meme, and you guys sent some really funny stuff. And I believe the one we liked, he actually did 2 of them. His name is Paudota, Paudota. Check him out on Instagram. Sir, Paudota, you win for actually both your memes. They're very funny. And we will get your info and send you a little gift basket or gift bag.
I saw one of those gift bags that you sent somebody.
Yeah.
It has everything.
I didn't send that.
I was
legit. So
I was just worried it wasn't big enough.
That was
your
a bit
voice. You don't pause when you say that.
It has everything. I was like, wait, I don't even have that T-shirt.
yeah, I don't
Don't
have that T-shirt
pause like
either.
that.
I literally don't have that T-shirt.
And I've been asking for that T-shirt.
We're gonna get more size because you're
Okay,
a size
thank you.
medium. You're not extra large.
I'm small.
You're small. We're gonna get some more smalls. Anyways, guys, we'll get your info and we'll send you a gift. So next week contest, make another meme.
Also, we are doing another live show on
Oh, that's right. We do have to plug that. March
April-
17th.
Close that door.
Yeah, but
Close that. Is it really loud? Go
Yeah,
behind me.
all I keep hearing is a dog yelling.
March 17th, guys, we are going to do a live podcast. It's a part of Bert Kreischer's Take the Day Off.
Take the day off work. Something.
Take the day off work. Is it like a podcast marathon thing he's doing at the Comedy Store?
Yep, we're at the Comedy Store.
And the original room at 2 p.m., is it?
I believe so, but I'm sure you can go if you get to the tickets to the main thing. You'll
take
you'll
the
see
day
us.
off
Yeah.
and come hang out with us. We're gonna talk, probably ask.
We're
you guys
either headlining
questions.
or the second to last podcast of that day.
You know, we'll have all info in the description.
Yeah, but
So,
I think that information's probably out there somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
for sure.
We should have had it already.
Once again, guys, for the contest next week, make another meme based on this episode. A lot of good, juicy stuff here, especially Khalyla's list of Spielberg. She was sweating, and she killed it. Relax. Also, George, a proper congratulations to you, from me and Khalyla at least.
Yeah.
Very happy for you.
I know Bobby's a little bit grumpy about
No,
the thing, but
He gave me a good hug
He did,
last
yeah, I
week
remember
in
that.
in the hallway, away from all cameras and everything.
okay, that's
It was
good. I'm
all-
glad. He
it
has
was
to
all
do
very
it.
sweet.
He cannot show you love in front of an audience. It's
Yeah.
just he has a hard time showing me love in front of an audience. In fact, what I was saying to him earlier was, you know how I heard from little birdie that a lot of his new material are straight up lies about me. Like he switches it. Like for instance, he has this new, without giving too much away, he talks about how much noise I make when I wake up before him in the morning.
You allergic to cats there, Gilbo?
Keep going.
Gilbert, you're not allergic to Gooner anymore.
I am.
You've known the cat for 5 years.
I haven't seen this cat in so long.
He's here every week.
Okay. What you were saying about Bobby?
So, in short, I want to say that all his new stuff, while it's very funny, they are untrue about me.
That's the PSA, everyone.
That's it. I'm here to defend my honor.
No, you have to. That's not fair. You don't have a mic to go up there and rebuttal.
I'm like, just in the audience, just heckle him.
Excuse
Excuse
me.
you.
I'm 5'8". We love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Once again, George, love you so much. Really happy for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for listening. It was really nice to be back here with just the fam, and we will see you
It had been way
next
too long.
time. Next time,
Yeah.
right? Wait, when's the next time we do a solo?
I don't know.
Next
I think
time.
I think in 3 weeks. Three. Yeah,
Don't
I
do that.
think
We're horrible with that stuff. Let's
yeah.
just say next
No,
time.
I've got it scheduled out. You know, we'll just push
All right,
whatever guest
man.
episodes we have till
Hey,
later.
if one doesn't come in 3 weeks, you guys know who to contact.
Yeah.
You know who to contact.
Jorge.
Jorge, aka the guy that sent that unhelpful advice that backfired on me.
That wasn't.
Thought that was a fun one for everyone.
That's
Never
awesome.
mind, guys. My bad.
Nothing's ever backfired
you didn't
before.
calculate that risk
My
very
bad.
well, Gilbert.
All right, guys.
See you guys.
Bye. See you later.
Koloko,